Section 11 of the Letters of Lord Nelson to Lady Hamilton, Volume 2. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Drew Mack. The Letters of Lord Nelson to Lady Hamilton, Volume 2, by Horatio Nelson. Letters from Sir William Hamilton to Lord Nelson. Letters 1 to 6. 1. Written before Lord Nelson's elevation to the peerage. Naples, March 26th, 1796. My dear Sir, the moment I received your letter of the 11th of March from Lagoon, I went with it to General Acton, and although I could not, from your letter only, in my ministerial character, demand from this court the assistance of some of their xebecs, corvettes, etc., that are the fittest for going near shore, as I think with you that such vessels are absolutely necessary on the present occasion. I told His Excellency that I trusted, as this government had hitherto shown itself as sanguine in the good cause, and more so, that any of the allies of Great Britain, that he would lay your letter before the King of Naples, and, without waiting for the demand which I should probably receive from Sir John Jervis, send you such small armed vehicles as His Excellency thought would be proper for the service in which you are employed. The General, without hesitation, said that orders should be immediately given for the preparing of such a flotilla, which should join you as soon as the weather would permit. At present, indeed, it is not very encouraging for rowboats. We wait a courier from Vienna to decide the march of 8,800 infantry, and artillery included, intended to join the Emperor's army in Italy. And although the Grand Duke of Tuscany has refused the permission for these troops to march through his dominions, the King of Naples has told his son-in-law that whenever the safety of Italy should require it, he would nevertheless march them through Tuscany, a liberty which the Emperor would otherwise take whenever the good of the service required it. However, the 1,000 cavalry sent from hence have taken their route by Loreto through the Pope's state. We have had, as I suppose you know, the Admirals Hotham and Goodall here. For some weeks I can, entre nous, perceive that my old friend Hotham is not quite awake enough for such a command as that of the King's fleet in the Mediterranean, although he appears the best creature imaginable. I did not know much of your friend Lord Hood personally, but by his correspondence with me, his activity and clearness was most conspicuous. Lady Hamilton and I admire your constancy, and hope the severe service you have undergone will be handsomely rewarded. When I reported to Lord Grenville in my last dispatch the letter I received from you lately, I could not help giving you the epithet of that brave officer, Captain Nelson. If you do not deserve it, I know not who does. With our love to Sam, I am ever, dear sir, yours sincerely, William Hamilton. 2. Palermo, February the 13th, 1799. My Lord, having received an application from this government that they might be supplied with lead from on board the British merchant ships in this harbour that have that article on board, and that without the help of about 100 cantara of lead, this country and the common cause would be much distressed. I am to beg of your Lordship to use your kind endeavours that this urgent want may be supplied as soon as possible. Well understood that the proprietors of this article should be perfectly satisfied with this government as to the price of the lead, freight, etc. I have the honour to be, my Lord, your Lordship's most obedient and most humble servant, William Hamilton. 3. Palermo, Sunday night late, near winding up watch hour, May the 19th, 1799. My very dear Lord, 10,000 thanks for your kind attention in sending us Hallowell's letter to Trowbridge. It comforts us in one respect, as it flatters us with Commodore Duckworth's 4 ships joining you soon. But I must own, from the junction of 5 Spanish ships and frigates, I now think something more than going into Toulon is intended, and that your lordship may have a brush with them. God send you every success that your unparalleled virtues and bravery so well merit. Adieu, my dear lord. Your lordship's truly affectionate and eternally attached William Hamilton. 4. Palermo, May 26th, 1799. My dear Lord, whilst Emma was writing to your lordship, I have been with Acton, to get a felucca to send Ball's dispatch to you. It is of so old a date that I make no doubt of Ball's having joined you before his dispatch reaches. I send your lordship an interesting letter I have just received from our consul at Trieste, and Acton's answer to my yesterday's letter, communicating your kind resolution of taking care of their Sicilian majesties and their kingdoms, and which your lordship will see gives them great satisfaction. As to the fleet having been seen by the towers near Messina and to the westward, I believe it was your squadron. I send you likewise a strange rhapsody from Lord Bristol, but something may be collected from it, or at least it will amuse you, and you have leisure enough on board, which I have not on shore. Be so good as to send that letter and Graham's by the first opportunity. Above all, take care of your health. That is the first of blessings. May God ever protect you. We miss you heavily, but a short time must clear up the business, and we hope bring you back to those who love and esteem you to the very bottom of their souls. Ever your affectionate friend and humble servant, William Hamilton. 5. Palermo, June 17th, 1799. My dear Lord, I am happy to receive the packet from Major Magrath, and which I shall instantly send to General Acton. Nothing has happened worth telling you since the few hours we have been separated. God bless you, my dear friend, and my mind tells me that you will soon have reason, either by good news or by a proper reinforcement sent to you, to be in a much happier state of mind that you possibly could be when you left us this morning. All looks melancholy without you. Ever, my dear Lord, your truly attached friend, William Hamilton. 6. Palermo, June 20th, 1799, 8 o'clock at night. My dear Lord, having wrote fully by the felucca today that went off at 3 o'clock, and have not yet General Acton's answer, with respect to what the court would wish you to do when you hear how the French fleet is disposed of, I have nothing to write by the transport. God bless you, and I hope somehow or other we shall meet again soon. My dear Lord, yours most sincerely, William Hamilton. End of section 11. Recording by Drew Mack.